Hello everyone. I'm so actually fascinated that we are going to have our first online meeting with the maximum number of ambassadors. Of course, we got some messages from some of them. Some are traveling, some had some technical problems, but anyway, the door is open. Anyone within the next 1 or 1.5 hours, if they can join, they can directly come to the room. So, first of all, today is 8th of March. Congratulations to all women, the world's Women Day. And it's a special day somehow that we have our first meeting here because I was just checking, more than 65% of our ambassadors are women. So maybe after me and Jose, you have to start and tell us a little bit. So tonight we are going to talk about some news, some changes. Jose is going to tell us about his amazing HealthGevity journey around the world and tell us some more things. And after that, we will have a Q&A. You can ask your questions. We will hear you, your feedback, and we are going to tell you what we are going to do in the next few months. So thank you so much again for being with us. Jose, please go ahead.
It is great to see so many friends and also women. As you said, Dana, today is an important day, March 8th, and women are interested in longevity, but also men, all of us are interested in this. So this will be the biggest industry in the planet. So I am really excited that this will keep on growing and there are opportunities for all of us. Also, I travel continuously. For example, I was with Mikolas in Dubai. Hello, Mikolas, in end of November, beginning of December. Then I went to Argentina. So Mariano, I was in Argentina with you also in the middle of December. I was there for the inauguration of the new president of Argentina, who says that The Death of Death is his favorite book. Imagine, the president of Argentina has publicly said that The Death of Death is his favorite book. He is an immortalist in the closet, yet. He's an immortalist. He doesn't talk about it publicly. Hopefully, when he has more time in power, he will be more open to this idea to spread the news. Maybe Argentina will become the first country where aging is considered a curable disease. So I'm very excited about the possibilities in many countries. Also, I was also in Honduras. Honduras has a new initiative called Vitalia, the city of life, Vitalia, where they also want to make death optional. This is fantastic, a place to make death optional. And they have several clinics with rejuvenation therapies, new therapies that are not approved in the USA or in Europe, but that can be experimentally used in countries like Honduras and other places. From Honduras, I was in the USA. I was in Florida presenting The Death of Death in different audiences. Then I went to Iceland. I met with the president of Iceland. Also, Iceland is a very futuristic place. It's the first country in the planet where all inhabitants have had their sequence of the genome. All of the people in Iceland have had their genome sequenced. This is a very interesting program. The company is called Decode to code the genome of all the people in Iceland. So many new things will happen also in Iceland. And the president of Iceland told me that he's going to translate my book into Icelandic. So I am also very, very excited. And then I came back to Europe. And today there is a conference in Germany where they are talking about longevity and the new longevity clinic in Zurich. So this is booming everywhere. So I want you to know you are part of the fastest and biggest growing community in the planet. And as Dana will explain, we want to have 100 ambassadors by the end of the year. So this is just the beginning, and this is growing very fast. In fact, when Dana and myself were in Dubai and then in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. When we talked about all of these ideas, things are exploding. Things are happening very fast. In Saudi Arabia, we saw the birth of the biggest prize in human history, the Longevity Prize with the X Prize Foundation, $101 million to show biological rejuvenation in people between the ages of 65 and 80. And Angel, you are in that age, right? Between 65 and 80, they have to show biological rejuvenation between 10 and 20 years in 3 biological systems, which are very important for older people. 3 biological systems: neurological system, our brain, so that
Yeah, sure.
we don't get Alzheimer's, we don't get dementia, we don't get Parkinson's. Our immunological system, so that we can fight viruses, bacteria, parasites, and also our muscular skeletal system, so that we can walk and that we can overcome sarcopenia. So I'm really excited. This is for the year 2030. This was announced the same day that Saudi Arabia got the World Fair of 2030. The World Fair will be in Riyadh in 2030. So many things are happening in 2030. Saudi Arabia opens the line, the Neom City, into 2030. They have the World Fair, and they announce the winners. Hopefully, there will be more than one winner of the Longevity X Prize. So this is truly exciting. So that you need to know many people are joining this area, and our role is to be ambassadors. Even more than ambassadors, I say pioneers, visionaries of this new world of HealthGevity, this HealthGevity nation, this HealthGevity global. So we are dedicating our time to the most noble cause in the planet, the most ethical, the most moral issue we can do, which is to cure aging. Aging is what causes the biggest amount of suffering in the planet today. 90% of people in developed economies, and also even in Africa, in India, over 60% of the people today die of age-related diseases. 60% in African countries, and 90% in more advanced economies like Europe and North America. So aging today is the biggest cause of suffering in the planet. And the good news is that we are close to stop aging, to cure aging, to reverse aging. So I want you to be excited. This is the best time to be alive and the best time to be in the best industry. And so I keep on working on the book, The Death of Death, in more languages. Now, thanks to Dana, it is coming out in 3 more new languages. First, in Arabic. I am really happy. Actually, we talked about The Death of Death in Arabic. Here. In Arabic is upside down. In Arabic, and then also in Farsi, Persian, and then also in Kurdish. But of course, the big 2 languages are Spanish and English, and also Chinese, coming out in Chinese. But it's not just this book. You know, let me tell you another book that you have to read when it comes out. The Singularity is Nearer, by Ray Kurzweil, my friend Ray Kurzweil. This book will come out in June. He sent me the manuscript to review the manuscript. And it is really exciting because he also has dates about the future, years in the future, and the 2 magical years, 2030 also, 2030 when we reach longevity escape velocity in 2030, and then 2045 for biological rejuvenation for everybody, and basically free biological rejuvenation in 2045 for everybody. So this is an incredible time to be alive. This is what I want to share with you. and we need more ambassadors, and ambassadors need more people in their countries, because this is a grassroots movement, grassroots, from the bottom up, from the bottom up. Of course, we are also helping from the top down, like meeting with the president of countries. I have met with, as I mentioned, the president of Argentina, the prime minister of Honduras, the foreign minister uh, of Montenegro. So more and more people are interested. But we have to take this movement from the bottom up so that more people are aware of this, that this is scientific, that this is real, and that we are very close to curing aging. I love to say we are between the last mortal generation and the first immortal generation. So we need to keep alive, to keep on working towards these ideas, because in the next 2 decades, from now to 2045, we are going to see more technological advances than in the last 2,000 years. Yes, in the next 20 years, more advances than in the last 2 millennia. So we have seen nothing yet of the future. And the most important thing, again, will be fulfilling the biggest dream of humanity, which is immortality. As you probably know, the oldest book in history, the first book written in Mesopotamia, was the Epic of Gilgamesh, which was about immortality. The Epic of Gilgamesh by the old Mesopotamians. And then the Egyptians also talked about the Book of the Dead, also over 4,000 years ago, about immortality. Or the Chinese who built the terracotta army to live forever. Or the Spanish looking in America for the fountain of eternal youth. Anyway, so here we are to bring HealthGevity, to democratize health and longevity throughout the planet, with ambassadors of HealthGevity Nation everywhere. And this is just the beginning. We are very excited to have you in every corner of the planet, around the world, in many languages, taking this positive message of humanity, this optimistic mission that we are doing as pioneers, visionaries, and ambassadors of HealthGevity. Anyway, so I am very happy to see on and off about 20 people here. And so this is just the beginning. Remember, this is only the beginning. And whoever gets there first gets there twice, as we say in Spanish. Who hits first hits twice. So we are going to be hitting many landmarks. We are going to be achieving many fantastic goals. So that's my quick introduction. All of us are here for a mission, the most beautiful mission, which is to save people, to cure aging, and to stop the crime today. Every day today, over 100,000 people die of age-related diseases. This is the biggest cause of suffering in the planet. It is not climate change. It is not meteorites. It's not the Russians. It is none of those. It is aging and death. And this is the common enemy of humanity. This is important because this can unite humanity for the first time, just like COVID did, in the wrong way, because COVID did unite the planet against this small pandemic. But now we have the biggest pandemic, which is aging. This really has to unite humanity. And that is why we need ambassadors, we need visionaries, we need pioneers. So with those introductory comments, let's go back to Dana, who will be moderating this session and telling more about the role of the ambassadors and HealthGevity Nation.
Thank you so much, Jose. It was amazing. Thank you for the story of your journey. So actually, I want to share a very nice picture with you. So please let me know if you can see my presentation. I want to share it with you. All right. Yes.
I can
Do you
see.
see it? Great. Okay. So here is a picture, as I told you. Today is the 8th of March, the World's Women Day. And I gave ChatGPT a picture that shows the HealthGevity nation women who have the role, an amazing role actually, because I have to tell you the truth. And women, we really know that very well, that we have to confess actually that women care more about their health and longevity, much more than men. And, based on a lot of statistics, women all around the world live between 3 to 7, sometimes 7 years more than men. And there are a lot of reasons for that, but I think one of them can be that they care more. And we are so happy as HealthGevity Nation that more than 60% of our ambassadors until now, they are women, and we are sure that more and more will actually join us. So quickly, I want to tell you some important parts that today we want to talk about it. First one is about, again, our massive transformative purpose. Okay, our MTP is democratizing HealthGevity. But before that, I want to tell you a story that I talked about it when I had a podcast with David Wood, which also he is now our advisory board member, and we are just expanding to some more famous and active people in this field. So when I was 17, I used to write my diaries, but it was not about my past. Actually, it was about the future. And I was talking to Jose and told him that one of my future dreams, I wrote it for 5, 10, and 15 years. One of them was creating a community because I always like to communicate with people. But at that time, I didn't know what is this community about, but I knew that it's about changing people's life because I grew up in a very, very poor and remote part of this world, which there was no electricity, no water, no, let's say, internet even later, no telephone, no communication, nothing. So what I was thinking about is changing people for the better. But it was until my, let's say, 2010 that I had my first seminar, which you can see a part of it on YouTube, that I started having seminars and talking about health and longevity. And the first seminar was this: how to live 100 healthy years. But later, more and more, I thought about it. And now, finally, in 2024, the result of all this thinking and talking to different people and reading books and thinking about creating a system and community, here we are, HealthGevity Nation, which is more than a community. And our massive transformative purpose is to democratize health and longevity, as Jose said, because it's so important. There are a lot of organizations, a lot of companies, a lot of institutes that working in the field of health and longevity, but I haven't seen a huge uh, community that are trying to actually educate normal people without even academic background. This is so much important because they are our brothers and sisters and friends. More than, let's say, maybe 99% of people all around the world, they do not have academic background about health and longevity, but we need to educate them with a simpler language. So that's why this is our focus. But beside that, as Jose again said, we have the support from the above, some top scientists and even investors and, let's say, organizations that are going to help us to achieve our MTP. So again, this picture is very interesting because in HealthGevity Nation, we are going to be an online nation, which all of us have the same goal, which is stopping aging, curing it, and living as healthy as possible for as long as we want. So we are going to have a president. So I don't know really, but ChatGPT created this picture, which is amazing and beautiful. And it's sorry, I think someone is not muting the mic. Okay. So maybe women can be actually our first president, the people who can really affect the life of millions and even billions of people. So let's see what happens. So what I want to really focus on is that we want to change our life. So I want you to take it a little bit more serious. Being an ambassador means being the representative for your country. So you need to spend a little bit more time on what we are doing. And this is not for us. This is for you. We are spending money, time, energy, team, connection, communication, a lot of things to make this dream happen. This is a goal that we want to really happen. So we want you to take it more serious because it will change your life 100%. And I'll tell you how. So here's a beautiful picture that we have prepared it. At the moment I'm talking to you, we have 30 ambassadors. Actually, the last one joined us just few hours ago from United Kingdom, which is also, she is very interested in health and longevity. So now we are 31 ambassadors from 31 countries. And you see our flag. We are going to have 100 ambassadors by the end of 2024. And it's not difficult. Let me tell you, I started with one person, me and Jose, and then we started with one ambassador, which I should actually tell her name, which again is a woman. Naima Hassa from Algeria, from beautiful Africa, joined us as the first ambassador. Now we are 31. And let me tell you, if these 31 people can invite each of them, just two people, two friends from another two countries, we are almost 100. So it's not really difficult. And we have a challenge for that I'll talk about it, how we can do it very quickly. So I want to give you a report. Here are our 30 ambassadors from 30 countries. And if you see the pictures, some of them are smaller or bigger. It's only based on one thing, based on the activities that that person has done, based on being active. Being active means doing some activities like in social media, let's say, or translating some text or posting in our new platform, which I'll talk about it later. So the picture is just like that. Maybe we have some ambassadors, still they are not active, but we are going to actually help them to be more active, to create their community. And I'll tell you how to do it. But anyway, we really love to have all of you. And this is amazing. Now that I'm talking, I feel I'm talking to the 30 different countries with different language and culture, but with the same goal that we have about health and longevity. So I want to tell you about our platform. We are working on that a lot, and we are adding more and more features to our platform. So let me tell you something. I remember 2004, I was 24 years young. I don't say old because we have to, in HealthGevity, say how young you are, not how old you are. So when I was 24 years young, I remember Facebook for the first time, but most of people actually neglected this social media. Nobody knew that it will become the biggest and largest country in the world. Now they say that Facebook has like 5 billion users. At least 4 billion of them are active. So imagine, I'm thinking the same. And I'm sure that that day that Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook, never thought that one day they can have the online community of billions of people. But now I'm telling you that we have the same goal, but we know what to do. We know how to do it. And now we have the technology. It's not like 20 years ago. Now we have AI. Now we have a lot of other technologies. And I promise you that in 7 years, by 2030, we will reach 1 billion because our growth is exponential. It's not linear. If we only start inviting two-person per month, by 2030, we will be over 1 billion people in our social network. So this is a platform. This is the goal that I have. It's not a dream. And I'm sure that it will happen. And by that, it means that we have 1 billion people that have helped them to change their mindset about their life, about their health, about their longevity. So we can do it. And this is our mission, as Jose said, and we have to do it all together. So imagine we have 200 ambassadors from 200 countries, and all of them try to do the same thing. Very quickly, we will have that. And then imagine that what is the power of 1 billion people, that all of them have decided to stop aging, to fight with death. And imagine that we will be the biggest government that we care about our health and longevity. And we can actually put a lot of pressure on governments, to bring more and more budget to the field of longevity and health, and have let's say, totally disrupt this. We say healthcare system, which is a sick care system. So we can totally disrupt it and make it a prevention medicine. We have to prevent from the diseases, stop them, kill them, and reverse even the aging. So we have added leaderboard ambassadors and citizens. You can win, you can earn and get a lot of different points and XPs that we explained, but later we will send you more details. Here I just want to tell you that again, Naima is very active. She has been helping us in translating a lot of content, even the first book into Arabic. So I want to tell you to become more active. Do not neglect it. Maybe now you see it, okay, it's small numbers. It's not about achieving numbers, because we want to make it fun. We don't want to make it boring. We want to have fun in this HealthGevity nation. So we have leaderboards. It's a very healthy competition, and we are going to help each other. But beside that, we have more and more planned, because hundreds and thousands of people are going to join us. So we need to somehow incentivize the whole system, because human being, we are all lazy. If we don't have the motivation, someone is not pushing us, we cannot do it for a long term. So this is the importance of HealthGevity nation. We are together, we are helping each other. We have some courses, we will have soon some activities, and you can do the same activities with the people in your community, in your country. And then surround yourself with people who really care about their health, the health of their children, their parents, and people around them. So we are adding more and more option to it. Another part which is important, if you see this beautiful picture, we are going to have health and longevity content in 25 languages. At the moment I'm talking to you, we have more than I think 600 articles, topics, videos in our website in 5 languages by now, and we are increasing more and more. So anyone with any language can come to our platform. They can read about health and longevity, the latest news. So this is something that never has been done before. And so now let's talk about the challenge that I want to tell you. It's a March challenge to add 2 ambassadors to our HealthGevity nation. So all of us, we have friends from other countries. So see that who is more passionate and loves actually the longevity and health, and you can offer them to become our ambassador. I personally will have, let's say, interview with them, and if they are approved, then they can become our ambassador. And we will choose one person that has 2 ambassadors from 2 different countries, not the countries that already we have ambassadors. We will give you the list later. So, and we will choose one person and give them reward 1. Reward 1 is the first reward that HealthGevity ambassadors can achieve it, which is equal with 10,000 XPs and equal with $350. I know this is really small money. 350 is nothing, absolutely. But imagine we have reward 2, 3, 4, and reward 12 is $50,000. This is not a small money this time, right? And you ambassadors can actually earn up to $130,000 per person per yourself. And if you do it in just 1 year, it means you have more than $10,000 income per month, which is amazing. Okay, maybe you cannot do it in 1 year, no problem. Do it in 2 years. So this is something that we have created because we want to create a great impact. And by the way, I want to ask Jose here, the person who wins this reward 1 will get also a copy of your book signed by you and his or her name on the book. So this is the actually first prize for anyone. Actually, we will, let's say, have a lottery like that. Let's say if we have 10 people that already have 2 ambassadors, we will see that we'll have like a lottery to see who is more likely to get it. But anyway, if you didn't even get this one, don't worry, because still you will get 2,000 XPs, all right, for even if you add 1 person or 1 ambassador. And also, again, you will have a 1 copy of the book signed by Jose. So this is something that we are just gamifying. We want to motivate you. See this beautiful picture. This is our first seminar in Vancouver, Canada, very soon. We are planning it. We are talking to, let's say, some people and already organizing. And we invite anyone who is close to Canada, or they can come to fly, because we are going to announce the opening of our center in Vancouver, Canada. All of you know that one important part of our project is opening centers, HealthGevity centers all around the world, with the latest technologies available to stop and even reverse aging. So this is this beautiful seminar. We have the plan in few months to have the seminar and then open our center. And the next is this beautiful picture again. We are thinking global, but we act local. This is so important. You have to create your community, and then we are a global nation. So we are going to have again another international seminar by the end of 2024, and then we are going to invite more and more people, but this time they are going to use our center, they are going to use the technologies, and this will be amazing. So we have huge goals and we are working on all of them. Another amazing news that I have for you, the last part of my talk tonight, and then we will see that who wants to talk actually will share the ideas, is that we have been in touch with an American company that they are producing one of the highest quality of supplements that are not available in the market. Almost, I can say there are some products that no single company has it. This is so new. It's just like 2023, 2024 supplements. One of them means longevity, and we will have it under the name of HealthGevity. This is more important. And we are talking to them. We have some supplements you can see, as you see, it's like mindset that gives you energy, focus, mood, and more and more. And we also have supplement like rejuvenate. We have about 19 supplements that we can use it ourselves, and we will have a special actually discount for our ambassadors, and of course our citizens, again they will have some discount, but then you can actually offer the supplements for those people around you after they joined us. And this is again another plan that you will have a referral link, and anyone who buys from these products, you will get a percentage. So imagine if you create your community, after a while, people start using, because we need supplements. Supplement is something that now everyone needs, at least over the age of 40, because we don't get all the nutrients from our food, unfortunately. So there were some news about tonight, and of course, more and more. Later, we will send it into the group. But what I want from you, please, be more active in our platform, and at least I'm saying this, every other day check the website, check the group, because we are not no longer are going to send the topics into Telegram or Slack or even WhatsApp. Sometimes maybe in WhatsApp, now that we have a group, I think is much better. Everyone at least checks their WhatsApp once a day. So we will send some links there, but most of the topics and news will be on our platform. Thank you so much. And I don't want to actually talk more. And now go ahead. I want to see that anyone, if has any question, Jose, please, if you have maybe something to say, we're happy to hear.
Well, fantastic. So people need to understand that this is not only good for you, for us, for everybody, for the planet, but also this is a business opportunity. And we plan to create these HealthGevity centers around the planet, with the first one beginning in Vancouver, Canada. This will be an experiment, but there are many other experiments. Obviously, as he mentioned, a conference, also a cruise, maybe a cruise ship. There are
Yes.
two cruise areas which are very popular in the Caribbean and in the Mediterranean Sea. Many people interested in longevity take some of these cruises, but they don't have a center to do it. And if you are in a cruise, you might be there 1 week or 1 month. And so it is better to have something for that. Additionally, I celebrate October 1st, which is Longevity Day. And some of us had activities. I saw Angel saying hello. Yes, Angel, I know you have been also celebrating Longevity Day, October 1st. This is something that we should do because this is becoming global. In many, many countries, many cities, I organized a big march with many people in Madrid, in the center of Madrid. We went from the city hall to the main government office to the location of the European Parliament in Madrid and to the Congress of Spain. So this was very impactful, and we are going to repeat it again next October 1st. But even if it is just a breakfast, lunch, or dinner with some friends, with 5 friends, 10 friends in your city, that is a good beginning. when people see that this is growing, they will get more and more interested. So this is our idea, to get other people excited about this and to grow this project. So anyway, so those were my additional comments. Remember, October 1st, Longevity Day. And Dana and I, we would love to hear some of your comments, ideas. So please, anyone, welcome to join in.
Exactly. Sorry, Jose, before they start, I want to say the last thing I forgot actually. I'm here and we are recording this video, and I want to give you a commitment. All of the ambassadors, people who stay with us in 7 years, by 2030, I can promise you that you will become at least the manager of one of our centers in your country. And I can promise you that you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars if you are thinking about to secure your job. Because I know every one of you has your job, this is so normal. But what I want is, and what I want to tell you is that no matter which industry and business you are in, finally, after the age of 50, 60, or 70, you have to come back to longevity business. You need them. So, what is better than this? That from the first step, you are in that business and you are using all the technologies and news, and you know that what actually you use to change your life. So, this is so important. And by the way, I want to create my team 7, and I want to work with them directly every single day. We will have a group, and of course, I'll send you message one by one to see that who is more interested. And I want you to dedicate some time per month and per week. Okay, maybe it's like 1 hour per week or something, is not still too much, but I want to work with this team and create a powerful, let's say, part of our nation. And then we duplicate that team, and each of you will create your team 7, that this team 7 will be the core for each country so that they can manage. Okay, and we are going to have a lot. I'm going to teach a lot to these people, and they are going to earn money also in this system. So after this meeting and the next few days, I'll choose my team 7. I'll talk to every single of you, and let's see what we can do together. Thank you again. And now go ahead, please. Someone asked a question. Let me answer this one, Jose. Actually, it's Juan. She's from UK, just joined us today. Of course, I knew her before, but anyway, she was interested, and she's asking that how we can invite our friends. Already, we sent you an email. I think all of you have your private referral link. This is so important. We have the system now that if anyone from that link that is for you specifically, if they come to our website and visits even different pages, we know. Even when they sign up, we know that they are from your side. Okay, so you will get XP and points, and at the same time, you create your community. So you have also all of the referral link. If you don't, please send it to the WhatsApp group. Let us know. So go ahead. Anyone, any questions, ideas, please go ahead. No questions? No ideas, feedback, maybe something? Go ahead, Paulina. Yes.
I think the hardest one for me is how do I explain HealthGevity to people?
Okay.
Because when I try to invite someone, they always ask me, what is HealthGevity? And the truth is, it's a lot of things, but
Okay.
that's my, I don't know what to say. Like, it's a platform, it's a nation, but I don't know. The truth is, I don't know. I know it was the first task we did, like to
Okay.
try to define HealthGevity, but more than define it so that I don't limit HealthGevity, it's like, how do I explain it to someone I want to invite? That
Great
would be
question.
the
Great.
hardest
Okay.
thing for me, at least.
Actually, it's the easiest, all right? Because we already have created a video that now has 10,000 views, I think, because we do advertisement in different countries for that. It's 3 minutes. What you need is just send them the link. This is the first step, of course. In the link, we explain that what is HealthGevity, what is our MTP, what are different parts and section, why you have to join us, and all of the things. So please make it easy. You say that, okay, the first step is just sending the link and tell them to watch the, let's say, sorry. So the first thing is to send them the link and tell them to watch it. And then if they had any questions, we have the website. They can go to FAQ, frequently asked questions. There are a lot of answers there. We have explained and adding more and more questions. So please tell us if you have any questions. The WhatsApp group is the quickest one that we will answer. And later we have emails. But this is easy. We are a platform. We are a nation. We are a longevity organization. We are a longevity movement. All of them together. I know maybe it's difficult to understand, but these are all connected together and each of them is a part of it. It's just like a car that has four wheels, that has different parts, that all of them together are going to, even better than a car. Why a car? It's an airplane. We are going to the space even with that. So yeah, sending them the link. Go ahead, Jose.
Yes. And Paulina, this is a very good question because obviously this is new. This is an experiment. This is a startup. But go back in time. Think about Facebook. No one could explain what Facebook was during the first 2 years. No one. No one knew what Facebook was or what it could be. Okay. Other examples are Airbnb. People didn't know what Airbnb was, or Uber. And now Uber, Airbnb, Facebook are huge platforms. So in a way, you can begin explaining that, giving this historical example, sending the 3-minute video, and saying that this is a platform for creating eventually HealthGevity centers throughout the planet to democratize health and longevity. Our goal, our MTP, our massive transformative purpose is to create HealthGevity centers to democratize health and longevity, beginning with this platform. But yes, excellent question, excellent point. And let's see more comments, questions from other people, please.
Yes, Katerina has asked a question because she and Naima cannot talk. So she asks that how do we know that how many people that we have sent the link, they have registered from their link? As I told you, we have the system and we can give you a weekly report. Okay, we will have a weekly report in our website and platform in HealthGevity Ambassador Special Private Group. This is a private group. No one else can see or enter to this group. It's all us ambassadors and founders and our team, of course, they are there. So every week we will send the report so you know that who is there. By the way, there is another way. You can go to our website and simply go to the members part. You can see all the members. We have different categories. We have from longevity expert, longevity scientist, we have citizens, normal citizen, and we have ambassadors. So easily from there, you can see all of the profile. It's just like Facebook. Go and add them, make a friend, and try to extend your connection. And what is important is here that when you come to this community and nation and you create your community, as Jose said, even small activities like going out with your friends and in a restaurant, come on, this is something that you have to be proud of it. And I can tell you something. One person from the friends of Zuckerberg, when they wanted to start the website, I have read the story, and some of them you have maybe seen the film, the movie that I've made about it, that they were 4 people, 5 actually at the beginning. And then one of them said, okay, this is a crazy idea. I don't want to be with you. And they collected $20 per person and they collected $80 and started the website itself, right? So that person is a person that never forgets himself because he thought that this is a crazy idea. He went out of the team of the Facebook. And I hate to say that, but this is 8th of March. And I'll tell you, next year, this time, 2 years later, or any time after that, if any one of you are going out of this system for any reason, you will regret. Sorry to tell you this, but this is the reality because I know what we are creating. We have the plan. We have the best system, actually. We have the futurepreneurship system, the most modern business system and business model that Airbnb and Uber and other exponential organizations have. That's why I'm telling you that just keep up with us. It's the beginning, as Jose said, it's a startup, but startups are growing exponentially. So we need only 7 years to double and to reach to the top. Go ahead, more questions. All right, no questions, no ideas maybe. Okay, Katerina, I think has another question. Yes, Angel, please go ahead.
It is not a question. but
Yes,
a suggestion and an explanation or addition to
please.
what you said.
All right.
First, suggestion. My suggestion is everybody who is in position to switch on his camera to switch it on. And I would like to make a picture of all of us.
All right.
And I will tell you where I will use that picture.
Okay, fantastic.
It
Why
will
not?
be,
That's great.
it is exactly in line of what you said.
Yeah.
For the company, I'm university professor. I'm entertaining a lot of students with a lot of interesting subjects. One of them, most important in this context, is business games in management. Tomorrow I'm running one.
Yeah.
But in 2 weeks' time, I will run a very big, complex business game called Bulgarian yogurt business game. The picture behind me, advertising that game in an English stream, English-speaking participants, about 300 students, split it in 30 competing companies. And in the game, it's first of all, it's a business game. Prices, promotions, banking, investment, everything. But in line, in the content, in teaching content of the game, there is a lot of longevity intentionally involved because I'm fan of this concept for many years. And the science and technical progress in the game is going on exponential rate. First, not very fast, but fast and fast and fast and fast. And on a certain moment, I need in the newspaper of the game illustrations of different scientific achievements in the different fields, in automation, AI, but also in longevity. And I will publish this project as one of the achievements of scientific progress in the near future. Yeah. Exactly as the book of Jose, when was translated in Bulgarian, was used for that purpose. Jose also was the example of how it is, the face of the scientific progress. So I would use this photo in such a purpose. I have already used in similar content, ILA, International Longevity Alliance. I'm a member of the board.
Great,
so
fantastic.
We will do, let's say, enlarging the story of longevity in the game with a new player.
That's true.
With great prospects, because this project is exactly that, a new player with a positive, probably great prospects.
Exactly, so Angel. So yes, please, let's do that. Because I have the members.
Please switch on all cameras possible.
Okay, Boyang, Dorsa, Elizabeth,
Sergio, if you
Sergio,
can turn on your camera.
Juan, turn on your camera, everyone. You know why? Let me tell you something. Because these people, I want to have a picture from the first online, and we will see next year and next 5 years. And when our company organization became 1 billion people, you are the founders of it, right? And this picture will be famous. And of course, unfortunately, maybe by then we don't have some people, and then they will regret that they were in the picture, but they left us. So go ahead, Dorsa, turn on your camera. Elizabeth, please.
So make something friendly for 300 eager to know news students, and I will make a copy to make sure the things I will make several copies.
Yeah.
One more thing I want to say.
Yes. Just
we have to watch this picture in the year 2045. When we will be younger, and remember today when we were old, when we were old today?
Actually, they will have a homework to become trillionaires in 1,000 years. So we are going to organize a meeting with them in 1,000 years, and they need these photos in order to order their outlook of their future avatars.
Exactly. That's amazing. Exactly, Jose, what you said also, that we will look much younger maybe 5 years later. So
okay,
go
so
ahead.
Please, one more, actually, just to make sure
Just
that.
a moment.
Okay. I'm
So sorry,
making.
Angels, wait a second. Still, we don't have all the cameras on. So,
Yeah,
Juan,
just a moment, because I have.
It's okay.
Do you hear
Katerina,
me?
Okay, everybody who is able to
yes,
switch
we
on
hear.
his camera, please.
Yes. All right. Great. Let's see who we have. We else.
So, evidently that's the
Oh,
maximum.
Naima.
Katerina.
Yeah, yeah.
Borja,
Yeah, wait.
very
Still is
well.
coming.
Elizabeth and Naima. Okay.
Elizabeth, go ahead.
Unfortunately, we will miss that opportunity.
All right,
Okay.
no problem. Anyone else? Okay, I think now we are like 12, 13 people. Okay, the rest of them, maybe they have a problem with it. So,
And
yes,
final
just
one.
like Jose. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, longevity.
Okay. Okay, and safe.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you so much.
Very soon you will be part of the game.
Yeah, right, great. So I think Mariano, you had a question. Go ahead, please.
Hi, nice to meet you all. I sent you, Dana, a large feedback. I don't know if you have time to review it, but basically, I told him the great strengths I see about all this project, the idea of having one ambassador per country and making this worldwide for every culture, because I do think that this idea of facing aging and death is independent of most countries or cultures. So it comes from our inside, from our own desire of being humans and loving life. So this idea is great to me, Dana. But I want to raise a concern, because when I went to the RADFest, I participated in the RADFest, which is the Racing Age, Aging and Death. What I saw are tons of transhumanists that they only are there just only for business. And that's my concern. How we do convince others, and this is in line with Paulina said, that this is, because I wanted to invite many people, but they will be reluctant to do things, saying, okay, you are just trying to sell me some product, but you don't care about, it's not the problem of selling something, that's totally fine, but the problem is the only purpose of selling something and being transhumanists only for convenience and not for self how you say of being convinced about this. So how can we differentiate, or what are the tools we can tell others or the people we invite to say, okay, no, this is unique, this is different, this is not as these other rest of opportunists. Transhumanism is full of opportunists. So how can we differentiate that? That's my concern.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Yeah, it was a great question. So let me tell you first. First of all, we don't need to convince someone, because convincing comes from sale, right? When you want to sell someone to somebody else, you have to convince them that, okay, my product is better than the others. We are not we are not comparing ourselves with anyone else, because every other organizations and companies, we are like an umbrella organization that all of them finally will come to us. It's like a Facebook. We are going to become a platform. So people will join, they learn, they earn. And then, of course, there will be some peoples and companies, they have the right to advertise their product. And of course, we have to approve them. This is important. We are searching among hundreds of companies, and we have to see that their product is already approved and we have a good feedback from their customers, and then we allow them to come. But this is nothing wrong with doing business because, let me tell you something. Every time I say this is so important. Business is nothing more than finding a solution for a problem. All right. Again, business, all the businesses in the world, business is nothing more than finding a solution for a problem. And now we are facing the biggest problem in the history of humanity, which is aging and then death. So I know what you say. Maybe some people do not believe in curing or, let's say, killing the death. It's okay. You don't need to convince them, because I know a lot of people have some maybe religious background. We don't need to do that. But you can talk to them about aging, and you can tell them, let me tell you something. My father has got Alzheimer's disease for the past 7 years, and nothing more cruel is than this disease, because you lose your dignity, your personality, your everything, and still you don't know. But people around you, they know, and they suffer. And of course, that person somehow suffers, right? So all diseases, of course, all of them are terrible. So you need to tell them and think about the future a little bit, because, in future thinking, we talk about it. People do not make a decision until it is necessary and urgency, right? You have to tell them the urgency of taking action about aging, because they cannot feel it. Okay, tell them, how about your grandfather, your father? Are not they suffering from some diseases? You are going to be the same if you don't take action now. And the whole thing that we are doing is about raising awareness. At the moment, I'm telling you, we are not selling anyone. And these supplements, of course, they are for sales, but nobody says that you have to 100% use the supplements, then you will stop aging or something. No, people, I believe myself, even without supplements, still you can have a long, healthy life. That's okay. It's only a matter of choice. But at the first step, if you have read the 12 pillars of HealthGevity, the first 6 is free. Okay, sleep. What is this? Do you want to spend money on it? No, but you have to learn it, how to sleep, right? And then exercise. What? I have quit gym recently because I have started doing just exercise at home by some rubber bands. And I know that this is much more effective. So even I'm not going to pay $1 for the gym because I can do it at home. So again, it's free. Third one is nutrition. Just the good foods. You really don't necessarily need to pay a lot of supplements monthly unless you are over the age of 50 or 60. And okay, of course you have to pay for it. Sorry, we have a car. Every week we have to fill it with fuel and pay $30, $40, $50. We are spending money for our car. We are spending money for our office or our house. We are paying rents. How about our body? Why we should not pay the rent of our body? I am paying more than $2,000 per month for my office, all right? And the employees and all of these. How about me? Why shouldn't I? So you have to talk about all of the things that you need to pay the price, of course. But now in this nation, the first aim is raising the awareness. You can't believe. I talked to some doctors. They are doctors, MDs, medical doctors. And when I say, what do you know about longevity? They say nothing. What is longevity? Can you believe that? So this is important that we raise the awareness among people around us, our connection, and we have to start it from people around us. My brother, my sister, my family, my friends, and then their friends. This is the thing. They will join us. It's free. Not only is free, come on, they will make money. We will pay them. For example, we have some courses, okay? We have the courses of 12 HealthGevity pillars of HealthGevity. If they complete this course, they will get a certificate, and each of them will get from $100 to $500 for learning. We are paying them. Is that something better than this? And then beside that, you are in a very, very positive community. Go ahead and see other communities. People are smoking, they don't care about their health, they go to club let's say every night, and they don't have a sleep, they don't have exercise. This is not a healthy lifestyle. I want to surround myself with people like you, people who care about their health, their longevity, their mindset. And what we are talking about, everything is positive. What is better than this? But you go to other communities, probably you cannot see something like that. So there are a lot of reasons. Mariano, I will try to create an article for this and publish it in LinkedIn. and create a video even about it. So Paulina, you can send also that video, that why you should join HealthGevity Nation now, not tomorrow, because it's important. I hope that you got your answers, but Jose, if you have any comments, or anyone else.
No, I think you explained it very well. And Mariano, again, my friend Peter Diamandis of the X Prize Foundation, he says that all the problems are also the biggest opportunities. And if you want to become a billionaire, you just have to solve the problem of 1 billion people. So anyway, we are not doing this necessarily to become billionaires. We are doing this because we believe in this. We want to be healthy. We want our friends to be healthy, our families to be healthy, and to live in a healthier world. But again, this is also an opportunity. That is why also the big players, the big billionaires, Jeff Bezos, the Google guys, the Facebook guys, Mark Zuckerberg, they are all coming into longevity. So there will be opportunities for everybody. But what we are unique, we have this global community that we are creating. Just look at us. We are from every continent, from North America, South America, from Europe, from Africa, from the Middle East, from Asia. And we are just beginning. This is a small group compared to what we plan to have in 1 year. So this is a community that is growing. And again, to Paulina's comment, no one knew what Facebook could become, or Uber, or Airbnb. No one knew. And they have been really successful doing kind of useless things compared to what we are planning to do, because this is the most useful thing you can do and the most ethical thing. This is not, having homes for staying like a hotel, like Airbnb, or for making rides like a taxi, like Uber, or even for media exchanges like Facebook. This is the biggest issue, the most important issue for all of us, and the common enemy of all of humanity. This is what can unite humanity. So that's my point. But
thank you.
Dorsa, I think Dorsa had raised before her hand as well.
Yes, go ahead, please. Finally, Dorsa, after 3 months.
With a lots of problems, because you cannot imagine we have just launched our product in Iran's market, our longevity product, and yeah, I had very busy days. Thank you for this meeting, and thank you, Jose, thank you, Dana. I had some questions. Last month I were in Arab Health, and as you know, there were lots of topics about longevity, and because I know you're very ambitious, and I know Jose as well, I just want to clarify to myself. As I know, longevity is a deep science, and also we have lots of tests, lots of biomarkers, lots of medical interventions that we are far, far from democratizing these types of services. And when we talk about democratizing, I can understand the examples you just told us about, for example, lifestyle tips, like small micro habits that we can change in the path of longevity. But I just want to ask, do you have, Dana, do you have any plan to talk with governments, talk with insurances, talk with somewhere, if you're, in Middle East, we have Pure Health in Dubai, and to just know, to be the sound of this community to somewhere powerful, because, for example, us in Iran, healthcare nowadays in this economy we have is something luxury, you know?
Yes.
Nobody just can pay for the medical care diseases. Yeah, and we have great insurance for diseases, but about lifestyle, gyms are expensive, biomarker testings are expensive, and I just want to know, this democratizing plan, we should talk with governments, talk with insurance companies, and just something like this. And I just want to know if you have any plans for this or not.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Dorsa. Very good question. I want to answer it in two levels, and then Jose, of course, can comment on that. So the first level, by democratizing, I mean to have our centers all around the world, because still, as you said, it's a very luxury business. Not everyone has the access to it, but even the rich people do not have access to it. For example, in the Middle East now, we have just some centers in Dubai, but not in Turkey, not in Iraq, not in Qatar, not in Middle East countries, okay? We have rich people all around the world, even in Afghanistan, okay? Even in Iraq, in Iran. We have millionaires and we have billionaires even, that they are ready to pay money. So let me tell you, our first level or first phase of democratizing is opening these centers. And as I told you, our center is different. We are not going to be separated from, let's say, the system that it's hotels, right? Because in hotels, we have a lot of features that we need in our centers. So we are opening our centers in 5-star hotels in a luxury level. And of course, for rich people, because we cannot do it right now for, let's say, the normal people. What we will do for normal people is by giving them the knowledge, all right? So by making the awareness, and this is not a small step, let me tell you, I talk to a lot of nutritionists and a lot of people, and still they don't know anything about how to sleep, have a high quality sleep, or about their exercise, or about all other 12 pillars of HealthGevity that I've talked about it. So for now, we are working in these two phases, one for luxury, let's say, centers for rich people. And of course, we make a lot of money. And from that money, then we can go to, let's say, help normal people to maybe give them some offers, discount for products or everything. But let me tell you now the second phase of our project. As you know, 100%, I am sure that the full DNA sequence test was one of the most expensive experiments. In 2000, it took like $3 billion. Then it became $100 million. And today is 500. And, we have to see the trends and signals. By all, let's say, datas and trends, in the next 5 years and maximum 7 years, the DNA test will be free. Absolutely free. Like what? Like a SIM card. That the first SIM card that I bought was $700 for my mobile phone. $700 for a SIM card. And now they give it me for free, and they give $10 also over the SIM card and say, just go and talk with it. So imagine, I think the most expensive one was DNA sequencing, and you cannot compare it with any other biomarker test that we have now. And in the next 5 to 7 years, because we see 10 years, 20, 30 years, we are thinking about the future. And I can tell you that 90% of all these tests we are doing today, it will be free and will be available for normal people. Okay. So this is my answer to this, but it takes time. But we do whatever we can. We should not say, because we cannot do anything for poor people now, we should stop. No, we will do it for rich people. We make money. And then we spend some of this money for people who don't have money and they cannot spend. So this is like Robin Hood, cartoon. We get it from the rich and give it to the poor. But anyway, really, this is one of our goals. We want to democratize it, both from the, let's say, mindset part and also the technological part. So I hope that you got your answer.
Great.
Also,
I just want to.
Yes, go ahead, Dorsa. Yeah.
It was just a suggestion, because last month I told you that I had a meeting with Dr. Khan, the founder of Evolution, and he mentioned something great. He said that for making an impact in longevity industry, we need to target all the part of the value chain. Right. For this,
Yeah, your voice is disconnected. Sorry.
I would appreciate.
We don't hear you, Dorsa.
Would you like to repeat, because your sound was lost?
Yeah, we don't hear you. Maybe her connection is gone, because I know in Iran. Okay, Jose, please go ahead, comment on that, and later Dorsa will come back.
Yes, we are trying to attack death in all fronts. I mean, this is a total war against death. And each one attacks it in a different level, in a different part. This is like a huge, huge animal that we have to keep attacking in every single part. In my case, I am very well connected internationally. I was also candidate for the European Parliament, and I have been trying to push for European legislation in favor of anti-aging, not aging. I don't like aging. People talk about the silver economy. No, I don't like the silver economy. Yes. I like the young economy. So anyway, the point is that yes, we are attacking aging at all levels. And personally, I have been meeting, as you know, with the president of Argentina, several prime ministers, foreign ministers of different countries. And because I travel all the time, I am with top authorities in different countries. So yes, we are trying to approach also politicians, but we think the grassroots movement from the bottom up is important because politicians only take action when the issues really become issues. Right. And people need to understand that aging is a real issue that we can solve. And politicians will only follow once we have enough leaders at the grassroots level. That is why we need to organize activities in the social media. And I repeat, on October 1st, International Longevity Day, let's try to organize something global in different places so that people see this is a global movement, that HealthGevity is truly global. It is in every nation. So that is my take to Dorsa that I don't know if she could hear. But anyway, Mariano, you have another question?
Yeah, this is a simpler question related to the platform, more technical. Are you planning to move it to a mobile app? Because that will help a lot, or this is a suggestion at least. I think that will help a lot for all of us to scroll down, to see news, to contact each other.
Yes, yes, Mariano, not only app.
Any social network.
Yes, not only app, we have now something like, let's say this VR that we have, the Apple has it, soon Samsung and some other companies will have it, right? So we are going to be with the technology and using the technologies, of course, but Facebook was not app at the beginning, right? For many months, even first year, it was just a website. So it's totally okay because it's a startup. But it will soon also will be app. We integrate AI to the application. So it's so personalized, you cannot imagine. You can track all the actions that you have. And we are going to teach people by stepping, like for your sleep, you have a menu. For your exercise, I can say, combine tens of applications that are available right now in the market. We are going to bring all of them into one application. So absolutely, it will be so functional that I'm sure no one wants to miss this application. Yeah, this is just a beginning. So for Dorsa, maybe she will watch the video again later because I think she is disconnected. Let me tell you one more thing. As you said, Jose, we are HealthGevity Nation.
Dorsa is on at the moment.
Wait a second, let me check. Okay, she's back, but I think still she's not connected because I know that their internet is not very good. But anyway, she can listen us later. So we want to become a nation and having hundreds of thousands and millions of people online that all of them are for one thing, a cause to push governments and politicians to pay more attention to this. As Jose said, we have to make this a priority. We put a video on our channel, which I got it from David Wood, and we translated into Arabic, Spanish. It's in English, but we are translating and let's say with subtitle with many, many more languages. So it's a dragon that is just killing people, 100,000 people per day, 24 hours. So we need to make this urgency for the governments to take action. So this is our role. And we are fighting, as Jose said, in all the fronts. But, our budget, our sources are limited now. But the more we go ahead, the more people we have, we will have more and more sources, which human sources are one of the most important ones. So, sorry, I think someone also asked, yes, okay, who wants to? I think Joan asked that how they can make money in our system. As I told you, the most easiest one is following the rewards that we already have it. You can go to our links that already we sent you and see that by taking some actions, how can you create your community? And even without selling anything, Mariano, even you do not sell a product or supplement, just you can invite them and teach them and educate them. By doing all of these, even you make money. Why we made this? Because we want to build some amazing motivational people in this field to sometimes we need a shock. This is so real when you talk to people, just like, okay, come on, join us, we have something blah blah like this. No, they're not going to join us. You need to make it something urgency. You have to say that, do you want to, let's say, stop any other diseases when you are older? Of course, the answer is yes. You can ask them, do you want to save hundreds of thousands of dollars when you're, let's say, older, for curing or treating some diseases like cancer and other things? Their answer is is yes. And they say, yes, we want. And then they say, how? And okay, you say, come on and join us, learn more and act. You become a part of this nation. And this is the thing. So you need to ask them a question. Antonio Robbins always says the quality of questions that we ask determines the quality of our life. Not only our life, even life of other people. So ask them the questions that they take action. All right. Anyone else? Suggestions or any feedback?
Just to clarify that I'm not against any business. I'm in favor.
I got it. I know. I totally
But
understand.
just to differentiate from other businesses in this community of transhumanism that are kind of fake, we have to be real.
Yeah. Let me again tell you, Mariano. One more
everything
thing. Okay, transhumanism is surrounded by some ideas which has its goal. It's okay. We cannot even compare, right? You cannot compare airplane with car. Both of them are useful in their environment, right? So you have to tell them that this is something else, and you need to come and experience it. You cannot tell them everything. They have to come and experience it. They have to come and be in our meetings. And I told you, this is just the beginning. Imagine this is the first online session that we are all together in this meeting. So imagine in the next 3 months, 6 months, when we open our center, it will become more practical, right? So just don't worry and don't hurry, step by step. Okay, so yeah.
Sorry, if there is nothing now and else, can you give it like 2 minutes how this center in Vancouver works? Just curiosity. I want to understand.
Well, I can tell you in 1 minute.
It's a health center.
Yeah, let me tell you, it will be based on the system that I have created, Futurepreneurship. We are using the sharing economy. We are not going to put everything and build everything from the scratch. We are not going to create the wheel again. The hotels have spaces, and we already have talked to tens of hotels around the world, and some of them are super interested in this, but the details are huge. We need to become, let's say, have an agreement for at least 5 or 10 years. So hotels have some spaces, some rooms that we can put our, let's say, technologies there, like, for example, cryotherapy or like infrared therapy. There are some machines that we put in the hotels, and then people who are coming for leisure, they can also use them. We will have some longevity experts there, and we become, this is so important. When people travel around the world, imagine we have like 200 centers in 200 hotels in 200 countries. And businessmen, politicians, celebrities, and even normal people, when they travel to other country, they can go and use those services there. And they are using a special application that is managed by AI, and it will collect all of the data from that person. So it will collect whatever they do. The next month they travel to another country, they can continue using their membership and using these technologies and consultation and whatever service is there in another country without starting everything from the beginning. Already they have a profile that AI is analyzing everything, and they have to do some, let's say every 3 months, they do some biomarker test, and we will monitor their test. And if there is any problem, any single small problems, they are going to be notified. They have to go to the special doctor. And by this, we are preventing them from, any diseases that nowadays, there are hundreds of them related to the aging. So yeah, this was very short, but later, let's open the center. We will have videos. We will invite people. And one more thing, we are not going to open the first center and it takes us 2 years for the second or third, because as when we start the first one, already now we have some candidates from some countries, from Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, Iraq, Turkey even. We have some people that when we start one center, then they will actually ask us to have our center. Even Jose said that in let's say some people are already ready to have our center there. So of course we need to manage it. We need a team to manage it. We need sometimes investors there. So it takes some time, but it will be exponential. As Jose said, Airbnb and Uber, they became $1 billion companies only within 10 years. So for us, it will be the same. It will not take more than 10 years so that we will have at least one center in one country all around the world.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Angel, please go ahead.
One question, because we discuss a lot of good points, interesting points. Will it be possible to have a link to the record of this meeting? Say, if you put it in YouTube or on the site of the...
Yes. Actually, we have a private ambassador zone that only you can see it, because it is a password protected web page. We will send it to all of you again so that you can access to all of our meeting and you will only see it. Nobody else will see it. So yes, sure, definitely. We will send you.
And the point is that on this protected place to have the link to the record.
Yes, right.
Because
exactly.
it is not possible to remember everything
of course.
What was said.
No, even you have access to the previous videos and all the meetings that we have, so you can watch them. Yes, sure. Okay, any other questions? Mikolaj, maybe you.
There is
quiet.
a lot of, let me remove the hand. There is a lot of topics evidently to be discussed more, but I think that there will be other meetings in the future.
Yeah, sure, of course. We will have meetings with different ambassadors, different
Definitely,
countries, as I
we
told you.
didn't finish all possible topics. It is just the beginning.
Of course, and we will have different teams in different countries. We will have different meetings with them. Yeah, we have a lot to do. All right. Anything, anybody? So please let us know. If not, we already discussed. Thank you so much for your time. But I asked you something. Yes, Sergio, please go ahead. You were so quiet. Go ahead. Let's hear your voice.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, but yeah,
Yes.
I wanted to to ask, how, for example, what is a technical question? Yeah, well, I was telling to Jose Luis before, how can we, for example, add experience points when we buy, for example, books from La Muerte de la Muerte?
Okay. It can be done in two ways. All right. One is automatic and one is just manual. If you already have read it, what we want from you, we told you. You can just take a picture of the book with yourself, not just the book, because people can download it. But just take a picture from yourself, send it to us. You will get some XPs. And of course, if we put the link on it, we will soon put the link. If you buy it on Amazon, all right, automatically the website will find it and you will get your let's say score and points there. And I told you we are working on that. There will be even, let me tell you something.
Thanks.
We will have some work on the website and the platform that even if you watch a video or even a comment on a post, you will get points and XPs automatically. All right. The whole thing will be done automatically. So we will have hundreds of videos. And if you write a comment, even if you share it, we know the website knows that you have shared this link, and then you'll get the point. So you collect all of these, and then later you can use it, or it will become the rewards, so you can make money out of it. And this is just for fun. I told you, the beginning of these monies are small, but it's not bad. But then in higher levels, when you are more and more engaged, then it will be amazing, actually. So we will have instructions about that soon when we integrated all of the points and instruction about the earning points and XP. We will send it to the group. You need to be more active. The last thing that I wanted to tell you is this. Please, in the website, go to your profile. Every other day, check the ambassadors group. Every single day, we are adding more and more things. And one more important thing, this is also interesting, I forgot to tell you. We are inviting some famous, let's say, people in the field of longevity to have personal profile in our website. This is important for our platform, just like Facebook. If, for example, they started with Jeff Bezos, or I don't know, some famous people, more and more people would be there. So now we have created a list of hundreds of famous longevity scientists and activists and influencers, and they're going to have personal let's say, profile, and puts their videos and content there. And you see, when people are coming, they see everybody in the same place. This is important. You know why? Because I remember that 10 years ago, I watched the videos, Ray Kurzweil and Peter Diamandis. But before that, I didn't know about someone like Jose Luis Cordero, right? I didn't know him because he was not in the same, let's say, online in the same part that Peter is there. But now when we collect all of these people around the longevity, the first person who has nothing, actually no knowledge about longevity, they already have the access to the most important information, videos about longevity, and they can learn a lot of things actually in just few days. This is so important. So more and more people are joining us. We will step by step tell you. All right. Anything else? If not, thank you so much. It was amazing. Just let's be more in touch. And as I told you, next week I'll choose my team 7, and I promise you that this team will actually rock the world. We are having a lot of plans, and if you just spend a little bit more time, we can do great things together. Thank you so much, and let me see if anyone in the chat has a question. No, thank you. Jose, please, the last word, maybe. Okay, yes,
okay.
Sergio, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go
go ahead.
Jose,
Jose wants to say the final word, so go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Well, again, it is really a pleasure to see these founding ambassadors. Remember, this is for history. This is for the future. We are here to change history and to change the future. As the first part of the first immortal generation. So I am a Trekkie fan, Star Trek, and we always say, live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye then.
Yeah, Sergio, go ahead, please. You can ask your question still.
I say the last words then. No, I wanted to ask because I was telling you about the cryptocurrency XP. So
yeah.
What are the plans with that?
Sergio, there are a lot of details on that. So we will step by step, because this is another step. We have to first have our center, our platform. We are working on that very hard. So it will be a part of our plan, because I told you, this is the future. Money will not exist like today in a near future. So we will have our cryptocurrency that people in our nation can use it. Now it's something normal. Telegram now has its tone, and even X, Elon Musk is going to have actually the same thing. So most of even Facebook, they are going to have them. So this is not something very complicated. In the next 5 years, I'm sure that all the platforms, they will have their cryptocurrency, and we will have the same thing, so that people can, even between the platforms, can use it, can exchange it, can earn money, can spend money. So yeah, we will let you know when, let's say, we are a little bit ahead. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. It was great to meet you. Thank you. Have a good night. Yes, live long and prosperous, and we can do it. Yes, this is our motto. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.